104.5 The Team. We are here on Radio Row, and the man who has made me cry multiple times as a Raiders fan has sat down across from me. Mark Schlereth is here. Mark, this Super Bowl, who's winning it? Is your Denver Bronco team bringing it home?
I feel like obviously they got a great chance because they're playing in the game, but I feel like there's something special about this team. You know, they've won 11 games by 7 or less points. At some point, that's not a coincidence. It's not happenstance. It's because that's who they are. And they've got some special stuff going on. You know, Von Miller walked off the football field after this tremendous game in the AFC Championship and said, no, I wasn't playing for me or stats. I was playing for DeMarcus Ware, who's never been in a championship game. I was playing for Peyton Manning. And that's kind of the attitude. I think Mr. Bowen not being able to be here and what he's meant to that organization because he's sick, you know, very sick. And I just think there's something special about the way this game and this team has played. Not that it hasn't been special for Carolina, but I just feel something more with this Denver Bronco team than I've felt in a long time.
The first half 2 years ago against Seattle was an issue. We know how good Carolina is in the first half of games. What can Denver do early on to kind of withstand that pressure?
Well, you know, it's like playing your Raiders back in the day. You know, one of the things we always said is the Raiders are incredibly talented. You just got to weather that first punch, weather the storm, and if you can do that, then, you know, it'll become a ball game. And I think the hard thing is you're going to have to play so disciplined on the defensive side of the ball because this team is unique and they're the only ones in the league that run this style of offense. They're built upside down in today's NFL. They're going to run the ball first, and it's all this zone read with multiple guys. You put them on film, sometimes I look at them and go, I don't know what to call that formation. I have no idea. I don't know what you would call that play. Have no idea. And there's a time when, you know, Cam Newton's got the ball. He's about ready to flag it out. And there are 3 guys. There's a fullback on a dive. There's a potential pitch guy outside. There's Cam Newton. And then there's a jet sweep guy coming the opposite way. And you're like, at any point he could give this ball to any one of those guys. And so to do that defensively, it's a really hard task to be that eye disciplined and not to kind of fall for all the bait out there, all the candy that's out there. So if you can basically have that, you know, discipline in that first quarter to where you make them getting third down and 5+, then you got a chance because they're one of the worst third down teams, if not the worst third down team in the league when it's third and 5+. If it's 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2, they'll kill you because you've got so many options with that quarterback running the ball, with those dives, with the jet sweeps. They'll absolutely destroy you. So discipline in the first quarter on defense is going to be huge. And I always say this about running that option. You've got to make the read as muddy as possible, meaning if you fly up the football field as a defensive end, it's an easy read for the quarterback, the running back, you just hand it to him, right? Becomes you pinch hard inside, bam, the quarterback's going to keep it. So if you designate for the offense by pinching and by stunting and by doing those things, it makes their reads incredibly easy. So you almost have to slow play it, 2-gap it, and every guy is assigned a man and a half. And you got to play it that way and just go, if we can just tackle them for 1 and 2 yard gains, we'll give that up all day long and just put them in those third down and long situations. Hard when you're a really aggressive defense like the Broncos have been to all of a sudden kind of change your makeup a little bit.
Mark Schlereth joins us right here on 104.5 The Team. So you've told us what has to happen for them to win it. Who does win the Super Bowl?
I'm going with the Broncos, 1, because I'm a Bronco, 2, because this defense, I don't think people understand how good this defense truly is. And I think they have the ability to create short fields, to create turnovers, and they're unique. They've got a unique skill set and a unique rotation that very few teams have in this league from the standpoint of being able to bring in multiple guys who can flat out rush the passer, multiple guys who have incredible team speed, and they're a good tackling football team. So I've got them winning on the strength of this defense. I don't think it's going to, it's going to be a 23-20 game type of thing.
Very cool. Mark Schlereth joins us. We're your home for New York Sports 104.5 The Team. Before we get to Kenmore, I got to ask you, which one of the New York franchises will be the first one to actually have a chance at a Super Bowl?
Wow. I like, just from a personnel standpoint, I like where the Jets are.
Cool.
You got to get over being a Jet. Sorry. You can't do Jet-like things like, throwing 2 gaffes out there to the Buffalo Bills. One at home where I thought you dominated the football game, and you turn away from kicking field goals, and on 4th down and 1, you throw a freaking bubble screen to a guy in man coverage who's got a gimpy ankle, and Brandon Marshall. That's you look at it and go, that's so Jets,
Yeah.
But I love Todd Bowles, a former teammate of mine. I love the personnel decisions they made. Roster decisions, getting Fitzpatrick, getting Brandon Marshall for next to nothing. You want to talk about executives of the year. Whoever is running the show over there needs to be in that conversation. So I like them personnel-wise. I love their defensive front seven. They are beastly. So I think they've got the best chance.
Mark Schlereth joins us now, of course, Super Bowl champion, broadcaster, stinking good chili. The man knows food on top of all of that, and you're here with Kenmore.
Yeah, I'm here with Kenmore Pro, the Kenmore Pro line. You got to check them out. They're one of the unbelievable turbo boil technology. Actually boils water almost instantly. It's their line, the Kenmore line, is phenomenal. Great for anything you're doing game day wise. You want to cook like I do. BringOnTheBowl.com, the website they created just for game day. I'm telling you, I've got a taco chili recipe on there that is to die for. I'm not giving away my green chili recipe because then I'd be a not-for-profit business.
Right.
But I'm giving you guys a recipe. You can find it there. Also, as a do-it-yourself guy, the Sears Craftsman line, at Craftsman on Twitter. You can follow them there. But the Sears Craftsman line, their C3 line, one battery fits every tool in the arsenal. And on the BringOnTheBowl.com website, they've got a couple of projects you can do, the Bing Bag Toss and some things. They're kind of fun, cool projects in case the game does get out of hand. The Broncos are up, say, 57-0. Then you can go out and play some games and create some fun opportunities on the side.
Breaks my heart to tell you this, but I have taken the Broncos to win this game. As a Raiders fan, breaks my heart, but I just
Dude,
like that
listen, man.
defense.
Listen, I'm a Raiders fan.
I've heard you talk about the Raiders. You are not a fan.
Dude, I'm a huge fan. You know why? In 6 years, I was 11-1 against their punk asses. I'm a huge fan of the Raiders.
That is fair. Mark Schlereth, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time.
You got it.